team, and they are requested to present their comments. First one is Giriad Dinelo.
The first important fact, once again, I want to tell is we don't have any generation in Goa. We are totally dependent on the other states. As far as renewable is concerned, also there is not much increase in the rooftop or renewable energy in Goa, for which we are trying to increase the subsidy from 50% to 80%, though it is not come out as notification, but the government of Goa intends to do it and files are approved. But it is not a final, till it is not notified, it is 50% only. But to increase that generation, we are trying to improve the subsidy. Important fact, I want to tell clearly, power purchase prices are not going to come down. They are going to increase. This is our prediction, my prediction, because for the last so many years we have not seen power prices coming down. The fact is, till today at Goa, we are buying coal-based power, that's from the thermal plants, 80%. Coal, if you see the way we are going, if we go in the same pace, hardly 35 to 40 years, these resources will be there for us to generate power. So we are dependent on the international coal, which are increasing in terms of taxes and otherwise. So coal is increasing, oil, gas is increasing, and renewables, yes, too, that is also increasing, which might come down. But again, the question is during peak hours, where our quantum rises to 25 to 30%. If we are dependent on the coal, we have to be dependent on coal. This is my prediction, because during peak hours, the only option is, though there is a lot of renewables coming into the system, wind power is coming into the system, a lot of new technologies people are trying to get to the tidal power, a lot of new technologies coming, cost is coming down. But we have to be dependent on the battery energy storage system, which as of now will take some more years to be more competitive. Right now they are very, very high. So the power purchase is increasing. We were fortunate, and we are fortunate to have certain quantum of power through long-term contracts with NTPC. Therefore, major portion is coming at a rate of 2 rupees 26 to around 5 rupees. But if you go to sign the power purchase agreement as on today, it is really difficult to get power anything less than 6 rupees. GCCI always writes there are inefficiencies. I myself have failed to understand what are those inefficiencies, but we would like to sit with them and understand how we can improve. Because if we try to sign long-term power agreements as on today, which they say, I do not agree on that concept, because Goa has a demand of average 550 megawatt. We are not like other states. We cannot take any chance. Gujarat has taken a chance to sign a huge power requirement some 7-8 years back at a rate of 17 rupees. Till today they are stuck with that and they cannot come out of the agreement. So in Goa, we cannot go for long term, because power dynamics keeps changing every year. Every day, the regulations are changing. There are amendments in laws, because nobody can predict what will be the prices. Nobody knows how at one point of time, everybody were very optimistic and said, solar is going to be the next. Yes, solar is going to be next. But then we have seen what challenges we have in solar, wind. We cannot predict exactly what will be the load. And the grid security and the reliability is very, very important. All of a sudden, if the generation go low, there can be grid collapse and there can be huge losses and dark blackouts in our country. So there are a lot of challenges, and this is a small state. If we try to sign, there are a lot of people coming. If we float a tender, we will get a price, but that price will affect heavily on the pricing, on the tariff. being a small state. So that calculations, how should we go about? Because we have signed the HTC, the HT commercial, HT domestic, the HT industrial, they are heavily subsidizing the other categories. Whereas if you see 99.66%, we can understand is a low income group. Then the major are the agriculture, also to promote agriculture, we are subsidizing them. But domestic, LT domestic is almost 44.97% lower than the average cost of supply. And the load is increasing like anything, even in domestic, because today it is very easy, everybody can afford ACs. And we are heavily dependent on the home appliances, which is increasing the load demand also. Now the various categories, how we are increasing, we have kept the first thing what we have proposed is, we have proposed a hike for LT categories only, and for HT only the time of day from 120 to 140%. Now this LT, for the first category, the low tension domestic, fixed cost we have kept same. Though fixed cost also there was a plan to increase, because lot of second houses are in Goa and they take the connection and the consumption is almost zero. We are getting affected, and one day, any 1 month or few days of the year, increase the load. So there are rooftop to have local generation in Goa, which is not happening. We Goans and consumers should know that entire power is coming from the other states, and if you don't put solar, or if you don't do an in-house generation, will not only depend on the other states, which is easy if you have money, but the second thing is how to build the power. The Goa Tamil line, which work order was placed around 2017, till today it has not come. Lot of consumers do not know, lot of experts also do not know why we require that line, because power dynamics keep changing, technologies keep changing. A best engineer who had 50 years of experience, if he was retired 10 years back, he will not know what is happening today, unless he is updated what is happening every day, because things keep changing. Today we have
the approval of true up of financial year 2022-23, annual performance review of 2024-25, 23-24, and the ARR and tariff proposal for 2024-25. Sri Alok Tandon IAS retired is the Honorable Chairperson, and Srimati Jyoti Prasad is the Honorable Member of the Commission, and the quorum is complete. The proceedings before the Commission are judicial in nature, and therefore all are requested to maintain the decorum of the proceedings. Now may I request the Honorable Chairperson, sir, for the opening remarks.
So we shall be hearing, as mentioned, we shall be hearing the petitions on truing up of expenses of financial year 22-23. Also the annual performance review of the financial year 23-24, and the revenue requirement and the tariff proposal for the coming year, that is 24-25. The Commission attended a hearing few months back, and wherein some of the members present had raised issues regarding non-completion of capital works which are going for a long time. We would like to hear the views on that, and of course on the three petitions, the three proposals that have been mentioned. These tariff proposals have been put in the public domain earlier. They are available on the website, and I'm sure you would have seen the proposals for the financial year 24-25. We would like your views on that, and based on the views received and on the proposals, we will form up the tariff for the ensuing year. Thank you.
Now
parties can also be taken up, can take up this job, and it is already provided in the regulations, but only it has to be implemented. Education of consumers is also an important thing before installation of the smart meters. It's nice to know that so many steps are being taken for the reliability, and definitely some improvements will come. But we also suggest the use of automatic sectionalizers. So with this, automatic isolation of faulty sections will be done, and also recording the date and time of operation. Also mini grids and microgrids using BESS. I'm very happy to hear that already an agreement has been signed for BESS, because that can also take care of peak power requirements. Now, formation of district committees is another long pending issue which is still not done. So that needs to be taken up. In conclusion, we just wanted to say that Goa's economy stands at the threshold of collapse. Mining operations have ceased due to low global demand. Tourist destinations like Kerala, Himachal have taken steps and are more competitive than Goa. The electricity tariff for industries being higher than Gujarat, Goan industries will not be able to compete with them in manufacturing. Therefore, the tariff hike may please be deferred. Thank you.